Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, hello. My name is Brittany and my channel name is pronounced Bratterstein. Do I look villainous? Because that's what I was going for. Today's video is going to be reviews, swatches, a tutorial, and my unpopular opinions about the ColourPop Villains collection. I'm a bit nervous for this now that I've used everything, and for you guys to watch this, I'm a bit nervous. So if you've been under a rock, ColourPop released a second collaboration with Disney, and this one is villains based specifically, and I was so excited. I was like marking my calendar and waiting for this to come out, and it got here, and now I've used it, and now I've made a video about it that I'm nervous about. But anyways, that's what this video is going to be about. If you like ColourPop, you like me, you like reviews, if you like this type of video, make sure to give it a thumbs up if at any point you do like it. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button and join the Brat Pack. We're a pretty cool group here. We use a lot of ColourPop because I will preface this whole video by saying ColourPop's my favorite brand. They are my favorite brand by far, so just keep that in mind when you're watching this. I love them very much. So there are a lot of ColourPop videos on here, so if you do like that, make sure to subscribe and come back. And leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite ColourPop collection ever was, or what your favorite item is out of this collection. That's what I'd like to know. What do you think of this collection? If you've had it and you've tried it and you've used it, or if you're thinking about getting it, or if you've just seen it online, what about it appealed to you? That's what I would like to know. And I think we should just go ahead and get into this video. Do you want to do that? Let's do that. Let's do that right now. If you would like to see swatches and a tutorial on this eye look and my opinion on the ColourPop X Villains collection, just keep on watching. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get into this collection. I am so excited. It's almost ridiculous how excited I am. I'm sure I just expressed to you in the intro that I'm very excited, but listen, I'm very excited. So what we're going to start with first is, of course, the Misunderstood eyeshadow palette. I feel like this is like the item that everybody's most excited for, which I get it. Eyeshadow palettes are cool. So let's go ahead and look at this eyeshadow palette right now. You want to do that? Let's do that. Let's do that right now. So here's the little unicarton. As you see, it's got the matte black with like the, you know, shiny designs. I'm sure you've seen the packaging 100 times because that's what everybody's shitting themselves over. It's like, look at, then you open it and it's got all these like cool designs in it. They did a very good job with the packaging, which I'm sure we all know by now. All right, and here is the packaging here. I don't know why, but it reminds me of those new NYX palettes that came out. I don't know if they're new, but the color story kind of reminds me of that. It's very, you know, very Hot Topic, very dark. And now let's look at the shades. And there are the shades right there. So in this palette, there are 5 mattes and 10 shimmers. That's not the ratio I love in a palette. If you've been here, you know that I'm a matte eyeshadow girl, but look at the colors. It's pretty cool, right? It definitely screams villain. I love the holographic background, the nice dark shades. I mean, you're not gonna have a villain palette with like bright pops of color. You're gonna have something with dark pops of color, nice jewel tones. So we're gonna create a look with this right now. Okay, so I've seen a ton of people going in with all of the really dark tones in this palette. I think I'm gonna go a brighter route and give you something that might be a little more wearable but still has a pop of color, just because I feel like YouTube is oversaturated with all the really dark jewel tones right now. So I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different, just a smidge. I'm gonna start by going in with the shade Tragic here. Okay, so that's Tragic there. It's pretty much the exact color of my skin tone, which is funny. Of course, my skin tone would be tragic. I am tragic. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Devious here. And once I am done with all of the look, which I'm just gonna do a quick look, I am gonna give you arm swatches, and we're gonna do swatches of the lips and also of the highlighters that I picked up. So don't worry, we're getting into that, but I just wanna give you a quick look. So we'll go in with Devious here. I'm now gonna hit that inner corner because I've been into this halo life lately. Okay, so now that we have that halo, I'm gonna take that same Devious shade and run it all over the lower lash line and really blow it out some. I'm gonna go back in with that first shade Tragic, aka Brittany, aka Brittany's Whole Life, aka And I'm just going to put that all through the crease and kind of blend them together. I don't like to bring the darker shade through the center, as you may know if you've seen my halo videos before. I like to keep that open because of my deep set eyes. See, I'm just doing that for a little bit of blending there. Okay, and for my pop of color, I'm going to go in with this shade here, Diablo. I love this shade. I love these shades. Let's check them out. Ooh, yes. That's villainous. This is villainous, right? Right. I'm going to press that right into the center. Yes. Ooh. Okay, I'm now going to take a brush with no product on it and kind of blend out the edge of that green. Because right now it looks a little blunt. I'm now going to go in with the darkest matte, which is the shade 101 right here. I'm scared of it, but I'm going to do it and just barely deepen up those edges. Don't mess with me, sir. Holy crap, that's dark. Whew. Okay, I'm going to go in with that brush that we took the shade Devious on, and I'm going to slightly hit those edges and try to blend that black in with that orange. Scary, dude. Okay, I will say that black was a little harder to blend out than I would have liked it to be, but I got it to do what I wanted it to do, and I like the effect that it gave. So if you have a little patience, black is horrifying. I am already afraid of black, so it was exactly what I expected it to be. Okay, I'm going to take that same 101 shade and hit the outer and maybe the inner corner of my lower lash line. I haven't decided about the inner yet because I'm a little scared of that, but definitely the outer. Okay, I did bring it in a little bit on the inner corner, but not much, so it's not too horrifying. Not too horrifying. Okay, and now for the center of the lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Pain and Panic. So I want to give it the halo effect without being so obvious and so like blah, having the Diablo shade. So I'm going to take Pain and Panic because it's a little closer to the orange shade, but just a little metallic, so it'll bring light to that spot. I've loaded it up on my little brush. Yeah, just like that. That's pretty. All right, now for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to take the matte white, which lately I've been loving a matte white for inner corner highlights. And this is the shade No Spots. We're going to pop that on the inner corner. Yes, that is a good matte white. So I'm going to go ahead, throw on some mascara, and I will be right back so that we can do the highlighters and put on a lip. So I will be right back. Wait. Okay guys, so we are back. We have the mascara on, and this is the completed eye look. I feel like it looks a little villainous, if I do say so myself. What do you think? I like it. I'm a fan of the green. My husband said he liked it. He said he wasn't sure about the orange in the crease, but there's only 5 mattes, so there's not a lot of options in that department, but I still think it looks nice, so. Okay, so next let's go in with the highlighters, or should we go in with the swatches? Highlighters. All right, so I picked up 2 highlighters in the collection. I picked up the Maleficent highlighter and the Cruella highlighter. The name of this one is the Mistress of All Evil, and this one is You Idiots, You Fools, You Imbeciles. So let's go ahead and put 1 highlighter on each cheek. These are especially cool because they are compact versions of their Super Shock highlighters, which means, I don't know if you've seen the Super Shock highlighters. Wait, I don't have one of the highlighters here. This is a blush, but it's in like this thicker, bulkier packaging. And now we know that we could get it in like a sleek, small packaging, which, speaking of packaging, look at this packaging. That looks very cool, very cool. And here is Miss Maleficent. Look at the back, so cute. Wait. Nice flowers, and then the back of this one is just like cracked jewels. Maybe jewels, because she liked money and diamonds and luxury. She was a bad bitch, but she also wanted to kill puppies, so fuck her. All right, so here is You Idiots, You Fools, You Imbeciles. It just looks super white in the pan. I believe it is a duochrome though, so I'm gonna go ahead and give her a little switcheroo. Let's give her a swatch here. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell there, but it does have like a red flip, which is interesting. It makes sense for like her packaging and stuff, but it's like got a red flip on it. It's not super reflective though, actually. Maybe it's just this lighting, but it's not looking super reflective. This is the Maleficent shade, which is the Mistress of All Evil. As you see, I've already swatched it to see which one I wanted to put on. And then I decided I'm going to put them both on. So this one looks a little darker and rosier in the pan. I might have not gotten my shade on this. Let's try it here. Oh, okay. That is much more reflective. Let me try to rub it in a little more like I did with the other one. Oh no, still much more reflective, and it has like a white sort of sheen with a rosier base. Interesting. Okay, so let's put Cruella on this side, let's put Maleficent on this side, and let's rock with it and lean with it and rock with it. Okay, so if you've never used these, they work very well with your fingers, so that's the route I'm going to go. They also work with a sponge, but I don't have no sponge here, so we're going to go with the finger. And we're going to go ahead and put on Miss Cruella. Ooh, that is very red. Interesting. Ooh, so that is interesting. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it's got, okay, so it's a red flip, like it looks red on the skin, like not in like an unwearable way, just in a surprising way, and it's got little specks of silver or bluish glitter in it. It is very pretty. It's not as reflective as I'd like it to be on camera. It's more reflective in person on the cheek. It almost is like a wearable reflection, but the fact that it's red and glittery makes it not wearable in the color, but like how blinding it is, it's like a wearable blinding. Does that make sense? If you're not into BAM, but you are into color, that might be a good one for you. So now let's go ahead and go in with the Maleficent one, which I feel like is going to be insane just based on how the finger swatch was. Whew, did I call it or did I call it? That thing is bright. So this one reminds me a little bit of the one that I really, really liked from the Kathleen Lights collection. Which collection was it? Oh, I don't remember. I think it was the Zodiac one. Just My Sign. Yeah, Zodiac. So it reminds me a little bit of Just My Sign in that it is got like the prettiest glitter in it in like a wearable way, but that colored base, only this one's got more of a rosy base and that one has more of a beige base. I hope you know what I'm talking about, but I am a fan of it. I don't feel like either of them are showing up on camera the way I'd like them to, but I've done the best I can. So those are the swatches there. I feel like you can see it a little better than on my cheek. That's Maleficent and that is Cruella. I think they are both pretty. I'm not actually obsessed with either of them, which is surprising. I feel so weird. This is the first, you know, let's just wait. We'll wait till the end. We'll wait till the end and we'll talk about all this. Let's go ahead and put on the two lipsticks and then let's do the swatches of the palette and then we will do the final thoughts. So be with me shortly. Be with you shortly. I will be with you shortly. All right, so for lipsticks, I picked up two lipsticks. I picked up the Hades lipstick. Hades? Are you Hades? Wow, I forgot his name. The Hades lipstick and the Evil Queen, the nude and the bright red, of course. I regret not getting Mr. Felicifer. I've never seen Princess and the Frog. I'm so sorry. Because that shade did look beautiful now that I've seen other people swatch it, but look at this packaging right here. This is very cool, and it's got like that like good clothes. It's good packaging and it looks nice. So this is the shade here for Hades. This is the nude. There it is there. I feel like I'm going to get a ton of use out of this. This is exactly the kind of nude that I like. So all right, so this is the shade Hades. I think this is stunning and I feel like I'm gonna wear this all the time. I don't feel like it's a very Hades shade. I mean, he is all blue and then he's like the leader of the underworld. So you would think something a little darker, maybe blue, maybe like a dark purple or even like a fiery red because, you know, he gets pissed and his hair turns into flames. But I am happy that they included a nude because this is very pretty and I feel like I'll wear this all the time if I'm realistic. All right, now the Evil Queen. This is the one I was the most excited for because, say it with me, what's my favorite lip color? Dark matte red. And look at that. And I saved it for last because one, it's the one I was most excited for, and two, I feel like it's gonna make me look the most villainous with like this bright red evil lip. And that is the shade there on my hand, and that is the shade there on my lips. Look at how white my teeth look. Oh my god. This color in this formula. Okay, so the red is on the Luxe Matte Lip, and the Hades one was in the Luxe Cream Lip, and I'm so happy they choose a matte for this red because... Do you see it? I look... Looks like velvet. It looks so pretty. My teeth look so white. I'm so excited about this lipstick. I love red lipstick so much. I feel like it was the right choice because now I feel like I'm looking a little villainous. Wait. So yeah, I am into it. I'm into everything so far together. This is nice. So let me go ahead and give you the arm swatches of the palette, and I'll probably put the highlighters and the lipsticks as well. And then we'll go ahead and get into my final thoughts on the collection, because I got some mixed thoughts on this that I'd like to discuss with you. So I will be right back and we will do that. Just a second. So here's the palette here. There are the shades. All right, so here we have No Spots, Mongrels, Diablo, Devious, and Tragic. Next we have Underworld, Pain and Panic, Forest of Thorns, Flotsam, and the Fates. And last we have Revenge, Sing, Jetsam, Facile, and 101. So here are all the shades right here of this palette. And now let's go ahead and get into my final thoughts. Alright guys, so I am back. You've seen the swatches as they are awkwardly right here on my arm. I will say that the shade, what is it, Sing? Very beautiful, very surprisingly beautiful. I thought all of the darker shades in the bottom row looked a little similar, but that one is a bit special. This guy right here. It's a little crumbly, but the color is beautiful. Okay, so final thoughts. Okay, so I don't know if it has to do with the hype around the collection, the shades, or me just being like a strangely judgy bitch today, but I'm a little kind of like meh on this collection. I feel like everyone's just been like fucking all over it, but for whatever reason, I'm just kind of like, it's fine. There are things that I do like a lot, and there are things that I'm kind of like, they're good, but they're not blowing my socks off. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it, and I feel so bad because I don't know if you've been here before, but ColourPop's my favorite brand, and this is the first collection that I'm a little let down by, and it feels so weird to say it. Not that it's not good, because everything is good. ColourPop has great formulas. They're a great brand in general. I love everything they do. I'm just a little like, I don't know. I think this collection's just not for me. I think that's what it is. And it feels very strange to say. Yeah, it feels weird to say, but I think that's what I'm going to say. There are things that I do enjoy. I love this lipstick. I love both lipsticks. The highlighters, I'm kind of like whatever on. I don't really see anything too special on either of them. I mean, they're cool, and if you like the colors, you will like them, but I don't think they're better than anything I have. I am going to keep them strictly for the packaging, because some of the packaging I do like a lot, and I like the idea, and I feel like it was kind of a slam dunk there, but part of it does seem very Hot Topic to me, and I'm not like too into that style, and that could just, that's just a me thing. Some of it I do like, some of it I don't. The packaging of the palette is like whatever. The packaging of the highlighters is pretty. I like the unicartons that the lipsticks came in, but not as much the actual design on the tubes. Wow, I feel like such a dumb bitch. So the palette. It is a good palette. All the shades perform well, just like ColourPop always does, but these are just honestly not shades I feel like I will get a ton of use out of, and it's mostly shimmer, which is not geared towards me, as I am a primarily matte girl. I think the shades that I've used worked really well together, but I don't think the color pairing is great, and I don't feel like I had a lot of options because there aren't a lot of mattes to put in the crease. So that's kind of where I felt like I was left. I really wanted to use that green. That's the shade that in this palette popped out to me. I was like, oh, that green is so gorgeous, but there's not really anything that I enjoyed pairing it with. I think it still looks pretty, but I think it could be a little bit challenging. Unless you have a lot of matte palettes and you just want like a jewel tone companion palette, then this could be really good for that. And if you're really, really into Disney and the villains, this could be great for that. I might give this to my sister. That's where I'm at on it. I don't think it's something that I need to keep. I don't think it's something I'm going to get a ton of use out of, so I might give it to my sister because I feel like this screams her. The lipsticks I'm definitely going to keep. I'm going to keep the highlighters for the packaging, and I might use them. I don't know when, but I might use them. I might use this one especially because this one is pretty. This one I'm going to have a very specific look for because it is very like red when the light hits it, but it is still pretty. Formula-wise, everything is great. I just think that this collection just wasn't meant for me, and it seemed very much like it would be I think it has to do with the hype around it. I feel like it's got to be the hype around it that's got me disappointed, because I was really excited, and now I'm just kind of like, there's just too much that comes out all the time. And something I will say with certainty is I preferred the spring collection that got overlooked completely by this collection. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up here, but the spring collection is so gorgeous to me, and I feel like it got kind of overshadowed by this collection because of the packaging and the they came out like back to back, and I feel like that one deserves a little more attention because I think it is more my speed, and I think it is better. Ugh. Alright guys, that completes this video. I'm sorry to be such a negative ass bitch, but it's just the truth of how I feel. I'm still going to use these items. I'm actually going to be doing a second video with this collection with a friend of mine that I think is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to film together and make, you know, I don't want to leave it as a surprise, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be appropriate with this collection. So if you'd like to see that, make sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if at any point you liked what you were watching. Hopefully you did. I hope that I didn't turn everybody off by being like, ColourPop's not my favorite thing in the world right now, even though it's always my favorite thing in the world. I'm so sorry. I hope you still liked it, and I hope that if you are new here, you subscribe and come back, because I would love to have you. I am still going to do another collection, because like I said, it's not bad, and it's useful for certain things. It's just not a me collection. It just didn't wow me the way I wanted it to, but I am still going to use it. I have another video coming up with it, hopefully soon. Hopefully my friend can get over here soon so we can do that, because that would be great. And of course, if you're still watching videos, why don't you click on one of these over here? These are links to videos I put up in the past, and if you click on my face over here, it'll take you to where you can subscribe to my channel so we can hang out all the time. I think you should do this. I think this is a great idea. I hope to see you next time, and goodbye.